Hello, I am Disparu, and Destiny 2 has always been a heavily monetized game, with an expansion pack that you had to buy every year, and several battle passes to buy through the year to keep getting regular content. It's been a lot of money, and it's a game that I put about 500 hours in and then quit because I didn't feel like the amount of money I was getting for the content was worth it at all, and it's just got less. You see, you used to get a dungeon annually with the expansion pack, and now they're actually splitting that off, and you're gonna have to pay for it separately, and the players, they're not very happy about it, and for very, very good reason. And this is all kicked off when a community manager confirmed that we've seen some debate around the new dungeon content, and we wanted to clarify that the digital deluxe edition of the Witch Queen expansion, you'll get all 4 seasons and the 2 dungeons. However, if you just buy the standard edition, you can still upgrade to the digital edition to get the dungeons later, and we'll also be offering you a separate way to pay in the future that will not include the season pass. That's just what you want. What I really want is just multiple ways to give you even more money, so I get the same content that I've been getting for the last few years. And let's not beat around the bush here, because Destiny 2 is definitely very expensive when it comes down to it. The annual expansion is £35, and if you want, you know, the entire game, then that's going to cost you £70. Now, I think that's probably around $105 or something converted. So this is an extreme amount of money, and apparently if you want the entire full game, that's going to be £88, or which probably comes out to something like $140. This is not a cheap game, and to be honest, you just don't get that much for it. And as you can see here, I've got 572 hours in this game, so I liked it for a while. It's got a lot of stuff in the base game, or at least it did, and now it's all being ruined. And this is a serious matter. If you don't buy the DLCs, if you don't get the expansion packs, if you don't get the season passes, you can't get the guns. And those guns might be better guns. They might be what you need to win in PvP. This isn't just you just miss out on content. No, it locks actually important things, the best stuff, behind those paywalls. You pay it, or you're just going to be at a weakness in PvP and against other players that do. And while I used to play Destiny 2, there was a lot of content on the back end, content that had already come out that I could play, and you can't do that anymore. They now put it into what they call the vault, where they basically just strip content from the game and take it away from all the players so they can't play it. So this is a time where the company, Bungie, which are literally asking for more money for less game. They're taking things away, splitting it out from what you used to have. You used to get a dungeon, now you get 2. As long as you pay for it. So they've taken out a lot of the old content from the game, and then they've taken out a lot of the new content from the game, and overall, they're charging you more. Quite frankly, I think it's disgusting, and I think the players have a very good reason to start rioting. And if I was a player, I would be extremely angry about this. The people they've got left are ones which have stuck through many a bad season and many a bad expansion pack. They have not all been great or had that much content in them in the first place. So these players that are still around are your very, very loyal customers. And how do you treat them? You do this to them. I remember when battle passes were used as a new monetization method for free-to-play games like Fortnite, and now they want to essentially buy the game every year, which would be the expansion pack, but it's still the game. And then they want battle passes, and now they want dungeons. Keep adding on more and more and more things. Your value proposition just keeps going down and down and down, and it gives players less of a reason to stay. I essentially left this game over a year ago at this point. I do like playing the expansion packs, but the season passes give you almost no content, just some repeatable, boring events that it wants you to grind out over and over again, and content is drip-fed, tiny bits at a time, and it's just not very good value, and it's just not enough new stuff to keep me entertained. And what I would have recommended is you increase the fast speed that you put out content. I would have said you give players more, because then you might have players come back, and you might actually keep players that are around. But now, the only thing you have done is scared customers off. You've not given them a reason to stay, you've given them a reason to leave, and I don't know why players would want to stay after this. If this is how you're going to treat them, then I don't know why you've got any left. This is a very bad move, Bungie, and as far as the player base is concerned, I think they have every right to rage. But for now, that's it from me. Let me know what you think of the topic down below. But for now, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.